Na guroradhikam, na guroradhikam, na guroradhikam. Guru kripa hi kevalam, guru kripa hi kevalam, guru kripa hi kevalam. One of the most important aspect of any meditation practice or practice of mindfulness for that matter is essentially to train ourselves in the art of stopping, pausing. This is something which most of us, the way from the early childhood as we grow up, the way we train our brain, the brain gets so used to jumping from A to B to C to D to E, different activities, and at the same time our thinking pattern also is almost like overlapping each other. We have to do so many things within a very short span of time. As a result, most of us get used to what we call as multitasking or multitasking. You just can't expect today that a truly smart person would just do one thing and then another thing. You'll find each person, whether she's a housewife or an active person in some business, you are continuously doing too many things at the same time together. As a result, what's happening is that because we have to achieve so much, we have to accomplish so much, and we have to do so many things in 24 hours, that gradually we are getting used to what we call as overworked, stressed out, drained out. And most people today talk of their own sedentary lifestyles where they are continually being victimized by their own inner turmoil and its manifestation as different kinds of diseases of body and mind, psychosomatic. It all happens in the brain, it all happens in the mind, and then it manifests in our body. You hardly find a sane person today, so also you hardly find a truly healthy person today. Because in order to have a healthy body, it is essential that you have a calm mind. A restless mind, a mind that is too much caught up with so much of the past and so much of the future, with so much of memories of pain, suffering, and on the other side, anxieties of the unknown future. People today are simply in a loop where it's so difficult to stop. We know how to allow our mind to do all kinds of wanderings. We know how to do many things in one day, but we do not know how to stop and relax. Ask anybody to relax. It is as if you were asking for something, really something which he or she has forgotten. To any person today, relaxation is all about when you finally retire to your bed, and if by God's grace you can catch a good sleep or certain amount of sleep, you know that is what is all about my relaxation. But once I get out of my bed, I'm caught up with too many commitments, too many priorities, too many engagements, too many meetings, too many things to do day in, day out. It's like running. And with it comes a heavy price. And what is that? That is losing the very peace of mind. Losing the very peace of mind, because if the mind is not calm, if the mind is not tranquil, then obviously you can't expect yourself to really feel happy, even if the external situations and circumstances are favorable to you. It could still be that you are unhappy inside. I know of persons who have everything that the world can offer to anyone to make one happy. I have seen people with absolute abundance of everything, but I have heard them saying, Baba, I feel so unhappy inside. Maybe because of their spousal relationship, maybe because of their relationship to their children, maybe because of their relationship at the workplace with their colleagues and their higher authorities. It could be something that even can happen to an individual, that he or she is doing something every day to earn, but that which he or she doesn't enjoy it. He or she doesn't enjoy the job, the profession, the work, and there is a lot of tension inside. Because deep inside, if you don't enjoy your work, automatically you are stressed out. It's only when you may have a hard, laborious work, but still, if it brings about a sense of contentment and happiness, satisfaction, then obviously anything is good for you, anything is good for me. The most important fact is that whatever I do, whatever I think, needs to bring me happiness, a state of calmness, a state of peace, a state of fulfillment at the end of the day. But tell me, but the nature of life we all are now got used to, the nature of life we all are leading today, don't you see that why people are getting so much of cancer, so much of diseases unknown to us even a few years back? It's all because of the mind. It's all because of the mind. It's all because of our food habits. It's all about our living habits. It's all how we all are, even genetically passing to our next generations genes which may not be at all healthy. All of it directly connected to, if you ask me, it's directly connected to one thing. We have forgotten the art of stopping. We do not know where to stop. We do not know how to relax. We do not know how to calm our mind. In order to calm our mind, in order to have a little bit of happiness, we may flip through the different channels in the televisions, and we can just get glued to it for hours on. But that's not a calm mind, because your mind is being ingested with many things which may not be very healthy for you. So seeing something on the television or in the phone, that also may appear to be a kind of an escape route for you. You can at least move away from irritating thoughts or disturbing distractions. But you ultimately land up to where? You land up to a particular habitual pattern of your mind in which you are caught up. You are caught up into things which at the end of the day doesn't bring enough happiness to you. And that stopping, to me, is what spirituality teaches us. that art of calming the mind, of that art of training the body to rhyme with the universal energy. The entire meditation process is basically to allow one thing to each one of us, to allow ourselves to be back home. As such, if you very insightfully, if you very deeply ponder, if you deeply contemplate and think about it, as such we are kind of homeless. The homes that we leave, the houses that we leave, the hotels that we leave, or any place on earth that we leave, we may call it our house, we may call it our home, but deep inside we know that we are like nomads, moving. What is that particular word, home, truly connotes to each one of us? True home is a place where you find peace and happiness and a fulfilled state of mind. That home is our soul, our spiritual self. How do we move to that? It's not outside. Home is outside, house is outside. That home, that house which is outside of us cannot be our permanent home. It could be our temporary shelter, roadside inn. You can spend overnight, and that overnight could be 70 years. But that doesn't take you to your final destination. You're still in the process. But then again, if you want to faster the process of getting back to your home, you need to take a route which brings you from outside to inside, where you are in this world, but you don't become so worldly that you hardly have time to explore into your inner space of your inner mind, of your inner body, of your inner self. That's exactly where mindfulness comes to you. And how do you practice it? Very simple, very simple. The moment you connect your mind to your breathing, you are back home. It doesn't even take 3 seconds to travel back to your own home. Just imagine that you may be busy with too many things. At some point, you may also feel really very tired, exhausted, and you need some relaxation. It's not difficult. Just unplug from the external world and simply plug into your breathing, and for a few seconds, at least each incoming breath, just try to think this deeply. Your incoming breath is incoming to your home. You are taking the breath in, means you are moving in. Where? To your own home. Exactly, that's what breath does to you the moment you connect your mind to your breath. That is the reason mindfulness practices globally all over the world, which has come to be a mainstream practice for a healthy lifestyle, a healthy thinking pattern, a clarity of mind, good health, calmness, peace, compassion, love, kindness, all of it is connected to mindfulness. And that mindfulness practice again is connected to your breath. Practice it and you'll see it. Even when you are very anxious for something or the other, even there could be moments when you are very inside, you are basically burdened with a lot of anger and frustration. Shift for a few seconds. Shift from that anger, from that frustration, from that sense of irritation. You just for a few seconds take your mind and Bring it to your breathing and say, as I breathe in, I feel calm. I breathe in and I know I am breathing in. I'm breathing in and I know I'm breathing in. And also at the same time, I know I'm coming back home with each in-breaths. Would you please close your eyes? Wherever you are, just bring your mind to your breaths. And as you are breathing in, you try to identify that incoming breath as your homebound breath. As I breathe in, I know I'm coming home. As I breathe in, I know I'm closest to my spiritual self. And as I breathe out, as I exhale, I feel totally relaxed and released of all tensions. All my negative emotions and all my tensions are melting away as I breathe out. So as I breathe in, I come home, I come to my true spiritual self. As I breathe out, I'm mindful of the fact. I'm breathing out all my negative emotions and I'm so relaxed. Everything is released out of my body, out of my mind. Breath is such a magic. Breath is such a magic. It can wash us clean in no time. Breathing in, you feel that you are able to stop. Your brain also gradually comes down to what we call as alpha wave, from beta to alpha, from restlessness, tensions, worries. And what next? What next? What next? You bring your mind and simply breathe in and let the mind say, I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing in and I know I'm breathing out. As I breathe in, I feel I've stopped thinking for a few seconds. As I breathe out, I feel my whole body relaxed. As if all the tensions and the energy blocks in my shoulders, in my neck, in my back muscles, in my chest, in my hands, in my arms, in my every space of my body seems to be just simply relaxing as I breathe in and out with awareness. Mindfulness is just awareness. You have been breathing all the time. You have been breathing all the time since this morning. Since the time you woke up. Even in deep sleep state you have been breathing. Even when you were seeing the dreams in the dream state, you were breathing. When you woke up in the morning, you found the same world, the same relations, everything the same, but still you have been breathing. But you have been breathing unconsciously. As a result, your mind has been in the grip of unconscious habitual patterns. Whatever the mind or the brain has been trained, since the time you have been training your mind and brain, since the time you started becoming conscious of this world, You gradually grew out of your baby, toddler state, and you started thinking on your own. From that time on, you have only been thinking and doing, thinking and doing. But you never learned how to stop. You never learned how to pause. Voluntarily, with your own effort, you do not know how to stop. Mindfulness is awareness. If you're away from your home into all kinds of worries and tension that come with your past and the future, how can you be happy? Only in the present moment is all happiness. Only in the present moment you find that you are not connected to all your thoughts related to your past. In the present moment, when you are able to bring your mind to your breath and you are allowing the mind to breathe consciously, you find a shift in consciousness. You find you are no longer connected to all the random thoughts of your past. And at the same time, you see that you are not so much worried about your future. You feel as if you have suddenly dropped into a moment, which you call the moment. It could be split second, but that moment is so potential to exhibit to you, to demonstrate to you, to show to you what happens to you when you are in a state of pause. Viram, Vishram. Viram and Vishram, where everything is quiet. So that is something which needs to be regularly practiced. Because until and unless you once again restructure your brain, train your brain with your mind to catch moments of this mindfulness, which we call mindful moments, meditative moments, moments of pause, moments of stopping. If we do not learn to stop, we will never be able to see deeply inside of us. With a chaotic state of mind, you can be rest assured you can manage in this world as an excellent top-level professional. With a chaotic mind, you can do it. But no way that you can get an entry into the deeper, insightful domain of your wisdom. No, it is not possible. The entry to that particular space within you where you can commune with the wisdom of the divine, it is only available to you provided you are operating on a system which is paused. You must learn to stop. It's only when you stop you can come home. It's only when you take a break that you can allow yourself the abundance of joy and abundance of spiritual bliss. You can just have that all for free without even a single penny spent on it, just taking your mind and bringing it to your breath and say, I know I'm breathing in, and in breath takes me inside of me. Every in breath takes me inside of me. With in breath I'm moving inside of me, and inside of me, in the shrine of my heart, I have my home. In the cavity of my heart, I have my home. And not only it is true that I have my home, I also have my beloved there. Me and my beloved. Nobody can get into that home of mine. Nobody can see. Only I can see my beloved, and the beloved can see me. I can see my Guru, and the Guru can see me. I can see my Ishta, or my chosen deity, or my divine ideation, and he or she or that can see me. Because that's a space very sacred. And that sacred space needs a lot of silence, lot of tranquility, lot of quiet. In a chaotic world that we all are in, with all kinds of noises from every corner pouring through our ears, creating a riot in our brain, how on earth any one of us are dreaming for a happy, peaceful life? I have no idea about it. Absolutely clueless. How can any individual even think of it as a possibility that being so chaotic in the brain, being so chaotic in the mind's daily routine practice, how can a person remain sane and maintain his or her sanity? I have absolutely no idea. To me, it's impossible. The only possibility that I see is the possibility through the gateway of mindfulness and meditation, surrender and love and devotion. Where I am able to sublime it, allow my ego and the egoic mind, clouded with Maya and all the illusions. I can allow that mind to gradually, just move a little up. And in that state, the mind can download so much of the subtler vibrations and attract subtler vibrations. And in each of those subtler vibrations, they can be decoded into such infinite wisdom that come pouring to us all the time. Just you need to contemplate, you need to have that calmness, you need to have that calm state of mind. You can't go on doing that same routine thoughts. It can only lead to routine future. As long as you repeat your past, you can only see the same kind of future. The same tears, the same fears, the same agonies, the same suffering, those same momentary flashes of pleasures and happiness and delights or whatever, and then it's almost like the firecrackers which comes through the sky, dark sky, and it just illuminates the sky in no time, and it's fascinating. That's the kind of delights we have through our sense perceptors and sensual pleasures. All sensual pleasures are so short-lived. They come like fireworks. They glitter. They shine. They allow us to dance. They bring us into a state of emotional fury. But it drains us. Just ask yourself, just ask. It's not that I'm saying something to you. Ask yourself. All pleasures have only drained you. All pleasures in your life have only drained you. It could fill you up. If it could fill you up, by now you are a fulfilled person. It could not fill you up. But yes, your moments of quiet and your moments of awe and wonderment, Vismaya, about the grace of God that you have in your life. When you connect to your divine self, when you connect to your divinity inside, you feel a sense of elation. You feel such a calm, quiet state of your own mind. That's what meditation is all about. And you can change everything in that state. As you practice this mindfulness on a daily basis, where you are able to connect to your in-breath and moving home inside of your heart, every in-breath consciously taken is a direct movement towards your beautiful abode. This body, we are not in any way conscious about this great instrument that God has given us. This is the only instrument in the entire world that can finally lead to Brahma-jnana. This is the only instrument which is tuned with different kinds of frequencies, and then even the same instrument can be tuned to the ultimate perfection of synchronizing with the universal frequencies and universal vibrations and the universal energy. Anyone who you see as great yogis and rishis and seers and sages and the masters, they are beyond their ego. And once they are beyond their ego, their frequency is totally universal. Now they can decipher the highest of the wisdom without even wishing for it. It just comes pouring. Just close your eyes and feel that connection. Connection to your in-breaths. Connect to your in-breaths first. And every time you exhale, every time the breaths are moving out of your body, feel yourself washed clean. You are washed clean. Mindful breath can simply give you an inner bath. Nothing can give you inner bath. Yes, every shower definitely gives you an outer bath of your body. Your body is definitely cleansed with beautiful soaps, aromatic, fragrant. The water, the soap, your bath, your shower cleanses you, makes you feel so fresh. But it cannot wash your heart. It cannot wash your mind. To wash your heart, to wash your mind, to clean your heart, to clean your mind, there has to be some way out. It cannot be that someone has lived the life only washing the skin clean, beautiful, shining, glossy. Because this skin is the outer part of who we truly are. Skin is not me. This skin is not me. Did you see very old people, how their face is completely wrinkled and every part of their body is wrinkled, and there are such So many patches all over the body. As the body ages, the skin ages, and all the beauty of the skin is gone. You can't hold on to it. If you live longer, obviously it will happen to you. But if you are conscious about the fact that time and tide wait for none, time and tide wait for none. This is going on. You have to bring your heart to question, what do I really want in my life? To run and keep running. How long? Till I just one day fall down, and then I can't anymore run. And then I suddenly realize not many people are around me. There were so many when I started my run. Everybody used to praise me with such beautiful words. And today I have whole life, I have been running and running and running. So much has happened out of me. But I feel so left out, so lonely, so alone. Where are all those people who used to be always around me? Everybody is busy with their work. Everybody in this world is busy with their own selfish priorities. They have to, because they have to somehow move on with life. Because they don't know how to stop. As much as you never knew how to stop till you fell down and you can't move anymore if you wish to, even if you wish to. I would expect that those people are really smart, really intelligent, provided they realize this is the time. Today is the time. Now is the time. And nowhere else, not in any ashrams, not in many mountains, not in some quiet recluse place, but just here and now. Here and now is the place, is the time where I am with my body, with my mind, and with my breath. Now I can align all of it. I can align all of it in seconds time. In seconds time, I can allow my mind to instantly connect to my in-breath and say, with my in-breath, I am moving inside my spiritual self. And that's my home. That's my abode of peace. That's my abode of peace. Each incoming breath takes me to my abode of peace. That's my heart in tune with the divine. With each incoming breath, I am moving inside my body, and my body is gradually and gradually and gradually becoming a temple of the divine. It's like a beautiful cathedral. The body, the unique system that God has given us. The unique system that God has given us. So today I was trying to share with you. I hope you will contemplate on this and you will do this very simple meditation that I have been trying to share with you this evening. That it is not difficult to be happy in life. But we need to realize this fact that if we don't learn to stop, if we don't learn to pause, happiness happiness is always like a mirage. It just can't happen to us. It will be like that particular mirage in a desert where you will remain thirsty and the water is right in front of you. So also in a worldly life where a person is busy doing, running, that person would definitely gradually realize that he or she is remaining thirsty, hungry. This thirst, this hunger is not appeased by only external things coming to him or her all the time. But then why this discontentment? Why these anxieties and fears? Because the mind is not calm. Because the mind is not rooted to its own no mind state, calm mind state, pure mind state, and pristine mind state. That's exactly what is our true natural self. So with these words, I want to pray to Lord Jagannath today. Today is a very auspicious day. Today is Rath Yatra. At Puri we had in this morning Rath Yatra, where Lord Jagannath came onto the street with Subhadrama and Balabhadra, Balaram, so that all people can have darshan of him. And that chariot is this body. This body also is Ratha, Rath, the chariot. And in the heart is our Lord. Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, is also in the shrine of my own heart, and my body is only a chariot. The chariot looks beautiful as long as the Lord is seated in the heart. The moment the Lord is not seated in the heart, the chariot, then what happens? You know what happens to police Ratha, that huge chariot that is erected and met? After the Ratha, after Jagannath is back to the temple, that Ratha is dismantled, and then each and every wood is burnt. For what? For cooking purposes of the food offering that is offered to Lord Jagannath every day. So all those big log and all the things that came out of that, big wheels and a lot of stuff, all of them are dismantled and they're burned in order to prepare food. So also our body. But Jagannath remains. So may we all, pray to Lord Jagannath to gradually blossom in all of us in the form of this mindfulness, in the form of this heartfulness, in the form of this gratitude, acknowledgement, in the form of this prayer and meditation, in the form of worship and love, devotion and dedication, so that we are not caught in the rat race of ignorance, illusion, and mirage. Only Lord can save us from this hallucinating type of a life. Only if we keep praying to the Lord that do manifest in my heart. You are there, not that you have to come to me. Oh, please come to me. Oh, please give me darshan. No, you are there in my heart. You have always been there. You are there this moment. But what I am not able to do is to have that pure mindful state so that I am aware that you are there. And if my awareness deepens through meditation, you manifest. You are there. But I have to deepen my meditation. I have to deepen my attention. I have to focus my mind like a laser into my heart center, and you will blossom there as a beautiful form of Lord Jagannath. He Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathgami Bhavatu me. He Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathgami Bhavatu me. He Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathgami Bhavatu me. Bhavatu me. Bhavatu me. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath.